Welcome to Tulsa Welding School's Top Welder, Season 5, old son.
Welcome back to Episode 2 of Season 5, Tulsa Welding School's Top Welder. I hope you caught Episode 1, where we got to watch the Houston campus take the win with the bench they made for veterans. Now we're gonna work on some wall art. This is a little bit of, a simple project that they should have a little more time to perfect, make it look nice and clean. It's gonna be an American flag, but there's a little bit of a twist. It needs to be able to hold a challenge coin, which is something that a lot of veterans have and pass around, and it'll be something that when placed on their wall, they'll be able to use. Each of these influencers is gonna be given a scholarship to give away to their followers at the end of the competition, and the winning influencer will get a Miller Welder. American flag wall art needs to hold the challenge coin. You guys got 90 minutes. On your mark, get set, go. They just had enough time to finish their projects on Episode 1.
Sheet metal.
Sheet metal.
Ready, Tim? 48, 2 at 48, 2 at 22.
I imagine they're gonna have a little bit more time management on this project. It does seem like a simple project. Depending on how they set it up, it could get complicated and they need more than 90 minutes. Hopefully they are taking into consideration it's gonna go to a veteran. Also, it's an American flag. It needs to look good.
How long? 24 on the outside?
I'm Tim Weatherford, lead instructor from Tulsa Welding School, Tulsa campus. Outside of welding, outside of teaching, things I like to do, I'm into ham radio, I fish, knife making, I do leather work. I mean, the list goes on and on. I originally started out doing shutdown work, powerhouses, chemical plants, mainly TIG welding, did a lot of that, did some tank work, pretty much a variety of everything. Eventually decided to stop traveling and went to work for Tulsa Welding School. Makes you feel good when you help a kid right out of school take off, start their new career.
We can actually fold this if we did it right.
2 at 2 feet, 2 at 16.
First, we're gonna start measuring this square tubing to make a frame, and we're gonna also start measuring out our flat bar to make the stripes.
The Houston campus is who won our first project, and they did a great job on their bench.
Thanks, Dale.
One of the things that I think went towards them winning was everything was cut and laid out quickly, but it was all precise.
If you wanna use the expanded
Or not the expanded, the flat or the diamond.
Let's use the diamond.
I'm Tim Dillsaver from Phoenix, Arizona, and I teach at RSI, the refrigeration school. Before being an instructor at RSI, I worked in a shop fabricating tables, chairs, box trucks, a little bit of everything. Best part of going to school at RSI would be having all the hands-on training for 7 months. Get in there, get out real quick. Now that I'm an instructor, when I have struggling students who need help and advice, I let them know that I was in your shoes, and I tell them just keep focused, keep at it. If you need to, take a 15-minute break outside and come back in and let's burn some more rod. Outside of welding, I like spending time with friends and family, seeing the outdoors. I like camping and hiking, fishing. Other than that, welding. What excites me for competing in Top Welder is getting to see other welders and seeing how they fabricate and do things different compared to me and maybe learn something new. I'm hoping I'm the one that brings home the banner for RSI.
How do you plan on doing your stripes?
So this is a specific length. It has to be this length to get those 13 stripes.
You bet.
So to get that to look good with the 2-inch flat bar, this is why we got the dimensions we're running.
So we're only a couple of minutes in. They've already figured out the fact that because of their flat bars 2 inches, they won't have to recut it if they set up those 13 stripes to be 2 inches each.
That might be able to get
and
cut
so
with
that's
this
what
thing,
made
okay?
their size flag what it is. There's a reason why Houston won the last challenge.
I'm Tim Holloway. I'm a welding instructor here at Tulsa Welding School and Technology Center, Houston campus. Altogether, I've been welding for the past 17 years. I've been a pipe welder most of my career. I figure that's where I'm best served. Tulsa gives me the advantage to actually teach that on. If I was to pick a certain phase or stage to teach, that's the 101. All because it helps instill what's to be expected. Outside of work, I like to do hunting and fishing, but I've got 3 horses. I also have a little dog, a little bloodhound mix. So I had a friend, she was getting into movies and stunt work, stuff like that. There was this project, 12 Westerns in 12 months. I just started following along, and then came a call for extras with horses. I sent in my audition, and I was an extra for a little bit, and got to say a few lines in that one. And I guess the guy liked my technique or my work ethic, and he wrote a part for me for one of the other movies in the project. So basically we filmed 12 movies in 12 months, and they were feature length.
Jacksonville has a little catching up to do. How do you guys feel going into this challenge?
Feeling pretty good about it.
I feel like we have plenty of time to catch up.
Is this how big your flag's gonna be?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, a little bit smaller, less to work with, but still plenty big for wall art.
I'm Christian Burnett. I'm a welding instructor at Tulsa Welding School, Jacksonville. I was fresh out of high school. Honestly, it had been a few months. I was kind of lost and wandered into Tulsa Welding School after seeing one of their commercials and got the tour, got a feel for it, ended up signing up. I've been an instructor at Tulsa Welding School for over 2 years now. Before that, I did nuclear power valves and aerospace welding. So the most fulfilling part of my job is getting to see these kids become the best welder that they can be and getting everything they can out of their 7 months of school. Outside of work, I usually enjoy, riding my Harley, and I build computers pretty much on the side. I'm excited to just be a part of the competition and see what we're building. I sure hope this is the year that Jacksonville takes the win home.
Yep, it's off. Yep, that's off just a little bit. Let's just work our way back.
You're going with the diamond plate.
We're going with the diamond. We want to be different.
Okay, how's that gonna work with the stars on it?
We're going to use these diamonds as a spacer, and I actually just went 10 by 5 for the 50 stars.
Okay.
So I know it's going to fit in this little section if we do it right.
Yeah, if you do it right.
If we do it right.
I'm not doubting it, because you guys are super capable. I wouldn't do it that way, but that's not me doubting. Last but not least, we've got Tulsa, another one of the Tims, working with Nathaniel. You guys came in 3rd place on the first episode. Are you feeling a little behind?
Oh, no. It's just, we still got plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of road. What are we doing on the angle iron here that you're
We're
cutting?
gonna miter these corners where we can just hold the corners of it around.
We're gonna put that wavy pattern with a flat disc.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to do the wavy before you lay it out so you can remark it, you know what I'm saying?
I got the plate where our stars are going to go. I got to grind up the back so it lays in flat, take all the burrs out.
Like stamping it
How about a wiggle? Flag.
like a flag, bro.
We're gonna cut it straight first and then do the angle, or cut the angle?
You just cut the angle.
Like, were these made too long?
I might have measured it a little long. My bad.
Okay.
Stack it. You could give it a little bit more.
Trying to make the stars and stripes proportional. If you got the wrong size for the stars, the stripes are too big, it's just gonna look odd and it's not gonna be real American of you know what I'm saying?
These guys are doing great. They've got their frame almost finished. It's taken them about 18 minutes though. I feel like they're behind right now. You're gonna watch how these angles come together.
Right there.
This is where you're meant to be a hero.
Get pressure close. Oh, the aluminum ripping on us. That's all right, we'll weld it. I figured it might have a little more stretch in it, but it doesn't. All right, just don't go all the way through it. Yes, that's good.
Here we go, boys.
Yeah, there's gonna crack again.
It worked in theory.
I feel like they've wasted a lot of time on the frame. It was a good idea in the beginning. Hopefully they can catch up. See, now they've got to fix it.
This is sketchy, man.
They've got a frame at Houston also. They've got a frame set up, it's already done. Like normally what you might do if you had all the time in the world was 90 or 45 those, and when it comes together, it's got this real pretty, well, not like that, but they just butted it up. It's a clean weld. We got an hour and 8 minutes left, so I think it's gonna be perfect for them.
Thinking about it, I don't even know how many stripes are on a flag.
How many stripes is that?
Oh, it's 13, I already counted.
Ish.
Ish, 13-ish. And good cuts. The only question on this one is how are you gonna hang it?
Drill 2 holes in the top.
Okay, it's a simple answer. Is it gonna look good though? I don't know.
There's 13 stripes.
10, 11, 12, 13. We'll have it knocked here.
Okay, go ahead, start tacking the inside.
All right, take this piece right here and weld it to that. Just stretch it. Oh, it's so much bigger.
What'd you do? You kept the original cut for that one.
Dang, are y'all gonna leave the back open?
Yes, we are gonna leave the back open, and we're just gonna add some angle here for the coin holders.
I like that.
Yeah.
This is my new favorite flag. They also look like they're moving steady ahead. They've got a plan. They've got an hour and 5 minutes left. They're gonna finish this quickly. Then they're just gonna be working on cleaning it up.
We can line this
So
up
it's
on
okay.
one
We'll
side.
just center it and just live with it.
We can put holes in that so they can fit it to the wall. We can put our little shelf down there.
Improvise, adapt, overcome. All right, cool.
All right.
25, 26 minutes in. They're not done with the frame. It's not looking good for Tulsa. Kevin, what do you think?
As long as you get, the little things. I see at least a couple of them already do, make sure that they understand, the meaning. The 13 bars, that's probably one of the most important things you can think of. And even myself, I don't think I really grasped the importance and what that flag stands for until I knew who was in a coffin with the flag draped over top of it.
Yeah, whenever they said this was gonna be an American flag wall art, I got to thinking like, it's gonna go to a veteran. There's a veteran judging it, and then we're all Americans, obviously. So it is a simple project, but you could mess it up.
I have made some horrible flags. I've tried.
Yeah, they're all trying hard. So it's,
But,
A for effort. But the point is, if they get something wrong, if they miscounted the stripes or stars or whatever, then that could put them in trouble.
Yep.
Jacksonville definitely looks like they're gonna be done first. The last project, everybody had good benches. It was just, the finishing touches that they needed to make it, super smooth. So being done first has its advantages because you get to fine tune everything. Alvin, what do you think about the flag?
So far it's looking like this round, they're having a lot more time to get done what they need done.
I think that size is going to play a big factor. I mean, it's just more welds. Yeah. It's more angles. If something's off, it's going to be more recognizable. Man, we are way ahead of the game compared to the last episode. You guys have 1 full hour left. What we've got here are some of Kevin's challenge coins. He said that whenever you have an accomplishment, when you're in the service, you might be awarded these. Since it's going to a veteran, odds are they've probably got a challenge coin. Part of the design needs to have a place for the challenge coin.
Hi, I'm William Thomas. I'm with Future Operations Base, and this is Charlie, my service dog. Actually, Fob came to me originally. They were coming to my house and they were trying to look at things that possibly needed done. And so Fob actually ended up helping me with a few things around the house, putting some railings up where I needed it, putting some doors in special places so I could get my wheelchair through. And then Fob ended up growing from there, so we ended up doing other things with Fob. Like I ended up doing some woodworking. Rod, the main man, has actually helped me a lot throughout my life since I've been here and different things when I've been failing and not doing so well. So it's an organization I'm really proud to be a part of. I probably wouldn't be here today without having Fob around. If you're really struggling out there and you really need something to do that could help you with your time, Fob is a really great opportunity.
I didn't think that we wanted to block the coin.
What if we cut this down so that it was just a small lip on there? One thing that we need to start thinking about is how we're going to hang it. Because initially I was like, well, we could drill 2 holes in here and then you could use rope but Dale's like, oh, you think that's gonna look good? So now I'm like second guessing it. We'll do this as the white, or the red. The space in between will be the white, the red, white, red, white.
Okay, so the squiggly's just the red?
Yeah, the squigglies are gonna be the reds.
We gotta hit that H-Town, Hustle Town right now, bro. It's getting time, it's ticking.
We're at the 45-minute mark. They're just now putting the stripes on, but I like their flag. It's got depth. I kind of had some doubts about them earlier, but I'm feeling better about it now. Jacksonville campus, it's a slick design. It's small. You can move it around. They're executing more of a plan. this second challenge. Not gonna lie, Phoenix, you look like you've not made a lot of progress since I stopped in last.
We were trying to figure out the whole coin thing, how we wanted to go about it.
Well, you're really good at welding, so that probably won't take a lot of time once you get to that point. Love that the design, you can see all the way through it, and you're gonna use the wall that it's gonna be on. If their flag comes together, it's gonna be really hard for me not to put them at first. I'm a little nervous for the Tulsa campus. Walking up, I see their frame. Said in the beginning that was a good idea. We're halfway through. That's all they've really gotten done is the frame. I'm gonna ask them if they feel as behind as I think they are. Hey guys, how do you feel about your timing?
I think it's working out pretty good.
45 minutes?
Oh yeah, we got plenty of time.
You feel good about it?
Oh
yeah.
Yep.
So it turns out they're a little delusional. 45 minutes! Some of them are a little too laid back. The Tulsa team, they're barely gonna finish.
That's gonna put the stripes or the stars on the wrong side.
Houston looks good.
This flat bar here, we're gonna put it on top of it to monster stripes. All 13 stripes represented on here.
Jacksonville is gonna finish. Super excited about Phoenix. It's gonna come down to Phoenix against Houston again, I think.
I think this diamond plate will kind of shimmer and sparkle like some stars. Close enough.
Feel like you guys are a little cocky.
I wouldn't say so. We're still pressed for time right now.
I mean, you're batting for the fences. The way you got this depth, you designed underneath, it should come together, but you only got 30 minutes, old son.
I know, man. You're always over here at the best times, man. I love talking to you.
TikTok. Okay, Jacksonville, how do you feel about it?
Feeling pretty good.
It's been about 45 minutes, not a lot of progress.
Might want to
Yeah, I'm gonna
resharpen that.
I'm gonna sharpen it.
Yeah, I saw it a little bit in your arc too.
Yep.
We're falling apart, Tim.
No, we're not. No, we're not. Once again, we got everything cut out.
You're running around, you're sweating. Tim, Nathaniel, how's it looking? It's coming together. Diamond plate. Are you getting nervous about the time yet? Plenty of time. Phoenix is looking really good. Phoenix and Houston are neck and neck. Tulsa is delusional. They're not gonna finish. But that's good news for Jacksonville because they're not gonna get last. Kevin, Alvin, what do you think about Houston, reigning champs?
The depth is interesting. I honestly didn't quite see it at first.
Yeah, it seems like every round they're doing just a little something to set themselves apart from the rest of the groups.
Jacksonville, a little smaller design.
I would like to see some more welds, but they got the whole concept down. They may be the only one with actually have 50 stars on there.
23 minutes left. How do you feel about Phoenix?
They're gonna have to hurry up to get done a little bit, but from what I do see, I really like these welds. Like this pattern right here, very skilled.
Her welding skills are definitely there. I'd like to see some on the other side.
That's a 3-inch gap. That's a 3 1/4 inch.
The real test is if we actually spaced it right all the way up.
15 minutes!
Woo, spicy hand. Tack it. Tack it. Tack it.
I guess priority, let's put the coin slot and let's cut these off
And then we'll fix it.
Tack it. Tack it.
Tack it.
Tack it.
I didn't think that this project was gonna come down to the last few minutes like the first project, but it is. I really like the diamond plate as the stars. I mean, let the metal be the metal. One of the big issues is gonna be how do you hang it? Houston's looking good though. So is Jacksonville. Getting close to that 10-minute mark.
All right, old son, let's give her one right there.
You know, I feel like the teams are really starting to learn each other now. Houston, it's like they've worked together before.
We need to take a flapper wheel and run it on this edge right here.
Okay. They put their wall hangers on there.
Just want to glue it in the frame?
Yep, let's just glue it down.
Oh, they decided to go with the actual stars. The diamond plate is the background.
I can do the circle pattern on these if I want.
Yeah, the little.
I think we killed it this time.
You want to get some of this wave, bro?
Yeah.
You want to ride this wave?
This one's coming down to the wire too. I did not expect that. All 4 teams are just barely gonna finish. 1 minute!
It's bowing.
Put a tack there so it stopped bowing.
You got 39 states.
Thank you. Gotta do that corner.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Everybody stop working, time's up. There's a little twists and turns. I've got an idea of who the winner is. It wasn't who I expected. We'll see. Time is up on the second project, and we're gonna judge the first team. Let's bring up Tulsa.
Well, we decided to go with this kind of diamond plate backing here with the angle iron and the stripes with a flat bar. That kind of gives us another nice little space here for the coins.
All right, so if it's hanging on the wall flat, like this here, so these coins are just gonna lean against this on this angle iron.
Yep.
Like so. So how are we gonna hang it on the wall?
A couple screws.
We didn't get to that part.
From an overall design standpoint, I like it. Taking a look at it, you know, there are some problem areas. You got some cracking right here. Some of the welds, you know, they're just small tacks, you know, here and there. And I think you remember me coming around and, you know, giving you a couple pointers on the tungsten and sharpening that. Overall, I like the design. Welds will need a little work.
Time management, I think, played a big part. I mean, there was a little slowdowns or anything that you really need to get your welds in there. I know you're trying to beat the clock. You know, you get a lot of soot, a lot of stuff that's still stuck on there. You tacked everything up, and I'm sure you were ready to start welding up again, but you got to that point. It would be nice to see some kind of ridge along the bottom to keep the coins from you know, sliding off.
Great job to Nathaniel and Tim, our Tulsa team. Next up, we're gonna bring up Phoenix. First thing that you'll notice is there's not a backing on it, which is exciting because, you know, you'll get to use the wall as the coloring. Coin holders. I like how, man, they'll just fit in there. Some of these bigger coins, you may just have to lean them, but for the most part, a lot of these coins will fit in these slots right there. You've got 3.
Once again, I do like the design. I do like the functionality of it. You know, they got where you got to hang it right here. They got the slots for the different coins. Some of the best work you actually can't even see. So I know you did a lot of hard work on some of these welds.
I really tried to keep the welds in the back so that it wouldn't take away from like the beauty of it in the front. You know, so it was like them hidden in the back.
That makes sense. But they are very pretty. Some, like, a lot of these welds are very pretty.
Team, how do you feel about the time?
I feel like if it was okay, but if we had a little bit more time, we probably would have done a little bit more, something more creative. We worked with what we had.
Great job to Phoenix.
Thank you.
RSI, the refrigeration school. You guys did a great job. Next up, we're gonna go with Jacksonville. Again, each one of these flags is gonna go to a veteran, and that's why we've done the placeholder for the challenge coins that a lot of veterans will pass around to each other. So they're showing us their shelf there. I really like the ledge you put on it.
The main thing I was really focused on for the most part was making Old Glory to her right proportions and making sure that she was pretty much the same size, but the stars kind of matched the size of the stripes, and she looked proportional and good on a wall.
Did the stars kind of throw a hitch in your giddy up? It looked like it took you a while to get those lined up.
Well, the glue that we had originally did not work at all. It had like over a 2-hour set time, so.
Once we got some proper super glue, it went really well.
How have y'all worked together as a team? Has that been smooth?
It's been pretty smooth, yeah, for like never meeting before this or anything, yeah.
Right.
I like that you got the tabs here, make it easy to take it on and off the wall if you wanted to, or, you know, do some redecorating. A little bit of a simpler design. I think I remember you saying that, you know, you don't have very much experience with welding aluminum, you know, and I think that kind of shows a little bit, unfortunately, in some of the fact that you have smaller welds. You know, it looks like, you know, everything was pretty much done, you know, with small tacks. For welding aluminum for the first time, these look a little bit better than my first time welding aluminum.
It is very, like you said, it got very proportional, and you know, you don't get too hung up on, you know, the stars alignment because they're all there. That's all that matters.
Great job to Jacksonville. So far, everyone's done a great job. It's only been the timing. You run out of time, you don't get to clean up some of the welds. So it won't be necessarily that somebody loses, they just ran out of time. Last but not least, we've got Houston. This is the largest of the 4 flags, obviously. I like how you went with the diamond plate as the stars. Big trough for the coins. Why don't you guys tell us about your flag?
It all had to do with like layers, you know, and wanted some depth to it, so we have a 1x1 frame on the inside of it, so it stays pretty rigid. We also had enough time to put some holes for hanging stuff. And then Everything else was just kind of texturing and then adding some dimension. If someone really wanted to get into it, we're not electricians, but we could put lights in it and that would look really sharp. We were proud of ourselves for getting it done in 90 minutes.
We can definitely tell that they're the Texas team, you know, everything's bigger and better in Texas. This flag here displays, you know, some of the better welding as well. I really like the beads up there, and I like the full use of all 3 dimensions. I like the effect that it gives having the multiple layers. It definitely works. The last round and this round, you guys are just doing the small things to, you know, set yourselves apart.
You know, even some of the other teams, as they put little ridges through it, but you also did it on the backside as well. I would like to see some lights. It'd be pretty nice. You do have a large ledge. It's a little bit too tall, but it's a ledge. It's going to keep them up there. Sometimes they kind of tend to roll, and it'd be nice to see them capped off. It's impressive. I do like you kind of cheating with diamond plate, because it still qualifies as stars. Look, you know what it is. You don't have to question it.
Well, we're gonna go back here and place everybody. We're gonna let Kevin talk first because he's the veteran and these are American flags. We'll be right back with the winner. The judges have made their decisions. Coming in 4th place, only because they ran out of time, is Tulsa. So we need to get those things where it can actually hang on the wall. 3rd place, a great ledge. It's one of the smaller flags, it's Jacksonville. 2nd place, some of the best welding we've seen is gonna be Phoenix, the RSI school. Coming in 1st place for your 2nd project, and the 2nd time, is Houston. Biggest flag, all the designs, they smoothed everything up. They've got the challenge coin holder, they've got a way to hang it on the wall. Great job, Houston, congratulations. Everybody please tune in for our 3rd and final episode of Tulsa Welding School's Top Welder to find out who wins out of these 4 teams, because this last round might be a little loaded. You never know who's gonna take home the prize. I'm Dale Brisby. I'm on to the next one and can't wait to see you in the next episode of Top Welder.